Okay, so here I am again today. Let's get the business out of the way because that's very important and urgent. If you want to be part of this ministry, but you can't come over to Ukraine, for example, and stand side by side with me and work with me, then I suggest that you donate and you help me by helping me cover the costs of ministry. And that would be very useful. Now, if I'm personally ministering to you in some way, some of you I am, and then I don't expect you to donate. But those of you who I'm not ministering directly to, then it's okay for you. If you're a Ukrainian in Ukraine, among the refugees where I am ministering, don't donate, please. Please don't donate, okay? But other Christians around the world who are subscribed here, please take this to God and ask Him and look in your heart. And if you want to be part of this ministry and you want to help me cover some costs that I have, that'd be very good. I gave a video where I talked about the costs that I'm going to be incurring here. Actually, I am incurring already. And that is on this trip first to a town south of where I live. I came down here to preach. That schedule was changed, so I didn't preach this Sunday. Instead, I met with some people and discussed the Lord Jesus Christ with them instead of preaching at church. So that was okay. That was an okay alternative that came up. And helping with some kids down here in some summer camps. So I've done that for 2 days. I'm doing it again tomorrow. Then I'm traveling on further to the city where I've been ministering to the refugees for, I guess, 4 months. And so I'm going to have to pay for my place to stay this time down there because of the problems that's happening with the housing for refugees and volunteers. So if you could help me cover that cost, I've had some people step up. About a little less than half of it's been covered. I still need $100 to cover the hotel room, and that would be very useful. I'm going to be there 4 days. And so hotel room and the travel expense there and then back to my apartment. If any of you can help with that and you want to, please step up. Go to the description down below. You'll find a link. If you want to donate in US dollars or you want to donate in euros, both links are there. Go ahead and click on them and get it done. It's pretty easy. If you have any troubles at all, email me at ron.craig, so Ron period Craig, C-R-A-I-G, at therootedword.com. And I will see that and I'll answer. So now, let me talk about an issue here. Some people have come to the channel and they don't like that the Lord keeps giving me these strong messages, especially against the Protestant churches. Now, I'm a Protestant myself. I'm Piarodesiadnik. That's the Ukrainian. So it's Pentecostal. And I don't make any apologies for it because it's biblical. It's historical. But here's the thing, is that, how do I word this? Have you ever read Jeremiah? Have you ever read Lamentations? I'll bet none of you have read Lamentations. Or if you have, you don't remember anything from it. The messages that God gives me a lot of the times are like Jeremiah, either in the book of Jeremiah or in Lamentations, which are both by Jeremiah. And that's just what the Lord gives me. I can't tell him what he's supposed to say. I can't tell him to change the message. When he gives me a message to give, I give it. Now, if you don't like it, if you think, oh, well, we're supposed to just love each other all the time and no one's ever supposed to judge anyone, then you don't know what Jesus taught. And you definitely don't know what Paul taught. You don't understand the New Testament, and you need to be taught by a teacher who does understand the New Testament, because somehow you've gotten that all messed up, probably from just feeding yourself on Christian music that's written by people who are ignorant of the Bible, who don't really know God and have not stopped sinning. And you stop sinning, Yes, stop sinning. Didn't your parents teach you not to lie? And do you think that they expected you to not be able to stop lying? So if you can stop lying, then why can't you stop fornicating? Why can't you stop committing adultery against your husband or your wife? Why can't you stop hating people? Why can't you stop this? Why can't you stop that? Why can't you stop your tongue? Again, we're back to lies. Because many people who are taught by their parents not to lie, when they become adults, they fall back into a pattern, a habit of lying, and they've developed fine justifications for it to excuse themselves in their lies. And you're going to be thrown into the lake of burning sulfur if you don't stop. Because it says all liars will be thrown into the lake of burning sulfur, Revelation 21:8. Which is the second death, it says. It's irrevocable, it's permanent. Hell is not permanent. Hell is a temporary holding place until Judgment Day, when it will empty all of its dead out, and they will all stand with the others who have been brought back to life and be judged for what they've done. And those who are wicked will be cast into the lake of burning sulfur. That's what it says at the end of the Bible. If you haven't gotten to the end of the Bible, you need to read the last 2 chapters. So, when I'm given messages to give to you, it's to give you God's words so that you can hear his direction and so that you can change your life so that you will not be lost eternally. So I don't make any apologies for these messages. Why should I? First off, they're not mine. I'm only speaking what I hear the Father saying. And I have people who call themselves Christians, and I'm sure that they really do believe that they love Jesus, but they don't stop sinning, and they'll say it. And they think that Jesus is only about pink clouds and unicorns, that kind of love. Not the kind of love that is the serious manly love that says that I'm going to bring order to this place so that we have peace, so that we have gotten rid of all of the chaos that creates evil. Not all chaos creates evil, but all of the chaos that does create evil, we're getting rid of it. That we're getting rid of the evil. That we're bringing judgment on those who refuse to stop committing evil against themselves, against God, against others. That's the kind of love Jesus has. Jesus has mercy. Jesus has long-suffering because he doesn't destroy you instantly when you disobey or when you sin. He's patient with it. But that doesn't mean he changes his requirements for you to stop sinning. You've got to stop sinning. The man who was in injury, in ailment for 38 years, and Jesus turned to him and said, stop sinning or something worse may happen. That's after he healed him. After he healed him. He caught him sinning, and he says, stop sinning or something worse than this 38-year ailment may happen to you. So I have to say to you, as I say to you repeatedly, first off, stop lying. See my video on that. How I stopped lying. And it'll give you practical strategy how to not lie. Follow it. Institute it and follow it. Remember it, memorize it, practice it. And the thing I tell you all the time, stop sinning. For heaven's sake, stop sinning. May the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.